Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Graphics Card Nightmares. You know where? Right here on JJ's PC Builds. We're going to take a gander and look at the pricing for this month in June. Since we were all hoping at Computex for NVIDIA to show us a big GPU, like a 5080 or something like that, to give us a little bit of something to look at, they gave us this.
Now, this is a GPU. This is one of the most advanced GPUs in the world, but this is a gamer GPU. But you and I know that this is what a GPU looks like.
Now, I want you all to have that sink in really quick before we go on. Were you going to stick something like that inside of your PC case? I mean, for real. That's just crazy. But I just wanted to give you a look at what the keynote, what he said, so that way y'all can look. Now let's get back to what we're talking about, graphics card nightmares. Let's go into the pricing first, and then after that, we'll go take a look and see what's happening on the forefront. I know some people have said that, Jay, showing it like that, people are not really going to gather it. It's just an idea for you guys to see what's happening on the front pages of these companies. This is not an advertisement for them. This is more or less giving you an idea of some of the prices that are out there. Not saying every price, but this month we're doing a price check, so let's go ahead and just jump into that. Okay, we made it onto the action screen. Let's go ahead and get a big old booty cursor. I know y'all been waiting for me to pull out that big booty cursor. I know y'all been waiting, so. And we just got to open up the mouse settings and get to the mouse pointer and blow her up. Change the color. So, here you go. Got a big old cursor right there. Minimize that so I can see what I'm doing. There. See. There you go. Now we got a big old cursor. It says I. Okay. Let's start off with the AMD graphics cards for this month in June. Let's roll it back and kind of do a look at and see what we see for, let's say, May. I highlighted it for you. May was $900. This month was $900 for the 7900 XTX. It goes all the way back to March, was $909, and February was $909. Okay, so it's still staying stable at $900 for the last couple months. So let's move on to the 7900 XT, and it looks like since last month to right now, it's still at $690 for the 7900 XT. 7900 GRE for since May to now is $530. Goes with the 7800 XT at $480. Now the 7700 XT dropped $10 from last month. So you can see right here. Oh, if I can get this right. Oh, my bad. I always got to make mistakes so y'all can tell me down in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. That would help the channel out, just to let you know. So looking at from the 7700 XT went down from $390 to $380. So back in February when it was $409, so it dropped a whole $29 since February. That's when I first started doing the recording of this. So just let you know that. Okay, so let's go to the 7600 XT. Started out in February at $324. March was $324. April, it went up to $330 in April. May, it dropped down to $320, and now in June, it's $289. So going back from, it dropped $49 from last month to now, so that's not a bad deal. The 7600 is started out at $249 in February. March, it was $259, so it went up $10. April, it went up was at $11 to $270. May, it dropped back down to $260. And in June, for this month, it's $250. So from February, it looks like it was going on a roller coaster ride, just to let y'all know that. So it went up and down. That's kind of a trending. The 7600 looks like it's trending up and down. People are buying, people are not buying, people are buying, people are not buying. So don't forget your drinking snacks, by the way. Now, since those are all the top of the line cards, let's move down to the 6000 series to the top of the line cards. I chose these cards for the simple fact, these graphics cards, because I felt that they are, to me, the top of the line. And that's the reason why I pick out the pricing every month for them, because I figured, you guys want to know what top of the line is. So 6950 XT. I didn't get anything in February, March, or April, but in May it was $570, and in June it's $550. So it went down $20. 6900 XT. Last month it was $700. This month it's $606. It dropped $94. That's a nice little price. That's almost a $100 price drop right there for the 6900 XT. Not bad. 6800 XT went from $470 down to $430. So you figure that's what, $40 drop? That is a $40 drop on the 6800 XT. Now keep in mind, the 7800 XT and the RTX 4070, they all revolve around each other. So they're within a couple percent of each other, but at $430 for a 6800 XT, that's a deal. I'm sorry, that right there is not a nightmare. That's more or less a deal. Okay, now you got the 6800. Went from last month at $370 down to $360. Not too bad. Dropped $10. 6750 XT went from $295. It went up $5 to $300. So this one's on the incline of $5. 6700 XT went from $300 to $310. It's not high in demand, so the price is going to go up. Moving on, and that's my whole AMD lineup right here for this month. You can pause it right here if you want to have a look at it again. Let's move on down to NVIDIA, and let's try to see. No, we can't get everything in, but we'll get close to everything in. Okay, let's start off at the 4090. 4090 I found, it went from $1,829 in February. In March, it dropped down to $1,699, about there, $1,700. In April, it dropped $100 down to $1,600. In May, it went up $130 to about $1,730. And now in June, it dropped $10 down to $1,720. All right, 4080 Super started off in February at $1,099. Then March, $1,000. April, $1,000. May, $990. And let's see, it dropped $20, $26, $24 since last month. So 4080 Super dropped $24 since last month. Not bad. 4080. Excuse me. February, it started off at $1,139. Then it dropped down to $1,109. So it dropped a whole $30 off. Then it went back up $10 to $1,119. And then in May, it dropped down to $1,070. And then now it's at $999. So right now, since last month, you'll save $71. Not too bad. Okay, 4070 Ti Super started off at $800 in February, March $800, April $800, May $790. In June, this month, 780. So since February, it dropped 20 bucks. Since last month, it dropped 10 bucks. So you get a, let's say, a 1% gain from 1 to 2% gain from February all the way till now. Still not too bad. Still not too bad. Price to performance, that'll be another day for another video. We'll talk about that on another video. 4070 Ti. Do remember the 4080 and the 4070 Ti are discontinued by NVIDIA. So that means they're not producing them anymore. That's the reason why I got a PE here. February, it started off at $690. March went up 10 bucks to $700. April stayed at about $700. May, it went up to $739, gained $39 more dollars. And then in June, it dropped down 39 bucks to 700. So basically, it's like a yo-yo right now because people are probably still buying it. And then once it sells out, I'll have an XXX on this and it'll be done with. So hopefully, looks like by the end of the year, the 4070 Ti and the 4080, those are going to be the two by the beginning of next year. Those two are going to be coming off of the chart. They're going to be X'd off of the chart because if they're not being sold on any of the, like Amazon, Newegg, or let's say Micro Center, then they're going to be crossed off. But if they're still being sold from these companies, then we'll keep them on as long as we can until time. All right, so moving up to the 4070 Super, started off February at 589, March at 589, went up in April 595, okay, and it dropped down in May 595 in April, 585 in May, and 580 in June. So dropped another $5 in June. Not too bad. 4070. February was 530. March it was 530. April was 530. May was 550. And it dropped down it dropped 10 bucks down to 540. So the way it's looking on the trend of the 4070, it's going in between 530 and 550. So just for those amount of months, it's staying right. It's positioning itself as being between 530 and 550. So that's pretty much what that's looking like. 4060 Ti, 16 gigabyte. February is 419. Came up to 445 in March. April came up to 510. May went down to 440. And in June, it stayed steady at $440. So. And that's the 16 gigabyte, the 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte. Now the 4060 Ti 8 gigabyte. In February it was 380. March 381. April's 385. May it's 380. And in June it dropped down to a whopping 365. So it cut itself off at $15 less than last month. 4060. February is 294. March 294. April 290, dropped $4. May's 290, and June again at 290. So 3 months it stayed 290 bucks. 30 series, what I felt was the best of the cards on the 30 series. Last month, 3090 Ti, $1,526, dropped a whole 26 bucks down to $1,500 flat on the 3090 Ti. 3090 was $1,100 last month. Dropped down to $960 this month. Do remember that's got 24 gigabytes of VRAM. So that dropped what, 140 bucks somewhere in there. Not too bad. 14% gain. 3080 12 gigabyte went from 957 down to 916 this month. Not too bad. Dropped a couple bucks off of there. 3080 10 gigabyte last month was 762. This month it's 786. Ouch. Feels like a little nightmares coming up right there. It's climbing up. Climbing up. That's not good. 3070 Ti, 500 last month, 500 this month. 3070, 449. Ooh, climbing up to 480. So it climbed up a couple dollars. So, it's kind of pushing its way up there. So it looks like people are, either they're buying a lot of it or they're not buying enough of it, one or the other. So 3060 12 gigabyte went from $289 down to $280. Dropped a whole $9. 3068 gigabytes, $259 last month and $259 this month. Wow. All right, we did the pricing. We looked at the pricing, so I seen what I had to see. I will give you my opinion at the end after we get all done. And then after that, we'll sign off and we'll call it a day. But for right now, we are going to go back to the action screen and see what they got cooking on. And I'm going to explain this again. When it comes to me just showing you what's cooking on Amazon, I'm just showing you random GPUs that comes up on the first page. Okay? This is what comes up on my first page. I look through the first page and then I move on to Newegg. I look at that first page and then I go on to Micro Center and I look at that page and then, I take my assessment from that. I'm not advertising for any one of these companies, these retail outlets, is because they're not supporting my channel. I'm doing this for you guys, my subscribers and my viewers. I'm doing it for you, showing you guys what's cooking on these pages on what I see week by week. This is what I see week by week. If I go shopping for a GPU, this is what I see. And when I go shopping for a GPU, I take you all along with me. So we go page by page by page by page. It could take us up to 2 hours to do all this. So let's go ahead and move on so I don't get long-winded. I know you all say that. Jay gets long-winded again. Don't worry, Jay's not getting long-winded. All right, let's get back to it. Enough playing around. Okay, wow. 750 Ti, $75. 2 gigabytes. I don't think y'all be looking for that. This one, I already got it. And I can tell you this right here, dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire. I wish I had a thing I can take and go poof and show you guys a little fire and all that. One day we'll get there, and I'll train myself a little bit more to get more of those whatever. You guys know the drill. I don't need to tell you. That's too much explanation. Again, 3060 12 gigabyte, $285. I already showed you guys the prices on this. 4070 Ti Supers, $820. Okay. 3050, what we didn't see, 6 gigabytes, $175. 4060 already seen. 4060 we already seen. 580, still same price, doesn't change. Let's see, what else? 6650 XT we didn't see. Went up in price, people. Went up in price. This actually jumped up about $25 since last month. That because I keep some prices in my head, and usually with the low end cards I keep prices in my head, and the high end cards I keep on paper. So this way I can remember everything. One's on paper, one's on my head. So there we go. Let's move on. Let's see. 580 GTS. No. It's a 580. If that was a 590 CME, that would be a different story. That would be something I can recommend as a low budget gaming graphics card. But not the 580 GTS. I wouldn't even go there. Come on. Give us the goodies. I want to see the goodies. Oh, I mean, you're going to spend that kind of money on 4 gigabytes of VRAM for $140. You might as well go up there and get yourself a better card for $140 and get 8 gigabytes of VRAM other than 4. don't know why they do that. Don't have no idea. They're crazy. They're crazy. Let's see. 580. Nope. 248. Nope. Doesn't have a bad bus. The PCIe 3.0 is not too bad. $90. No. Not a bad gaming card if you want to do old games, new games, like AAA, your AAA sports games and stuff like that. No, it won't last long. R7 242 gigabytes, no siree. 1030 low profile means no power connection. If you got one of those small form factor, that's 2 gigabytes of small form factor GT 1030, which is definitely discontinued. You can't even get you can get driver software for it, but not all the way up till 2024. It's definitely been discontinued a long time ago. All right, we made it to the bottom of Amazonian. Time to go to Newegg. Let's see what Newegg's got cooking. 4070 Ti Super, 829. 3080, 10 gigabyte, 589. 3060, 289. R7 350, 4 gigabyte. Radeon R7 350, 4 gigabyte, 189. Nope. We already covered that. We already covered that. I know, I'm just blowing past it. Unless they get something that jumps out at me, guys, I see nothing but nightmares. Right now, I see nothing but nightmares unless something jumps out at me. This one's got a $30 promotional. Okay. This has got a $30 promotional. See price and cart. They did have it marked on $479. I can tell you that's the reason why they say see price and cart. I can tell you that much. Yeah. You know they're going to have a jacked up price, so $599 with 30. Whoa. Looks like Newegg's got a lot of promotions going on. I didn't catch all that. This is $289. Wow. This is the 4070 Super. $579, $580. 4070 Super, guys, $580. 10% promotional. 4070 Super, $590. No. The other one was a better deal. 7900 GRE, 16 gigabyte, $30 off. So you're looking at $600 minus 30. That makes it $570. Oh my God. Really? 570 compared to 530. So they're no. They got a better price on it somewhere else. You just got to find it. But the lowest price I found was 530. I can't tell you where, but I can tell you it's there. But if you need me to find it, let me know, and I'll find it for you, and I'll post it. If you leave a comment saying, hey, where did you find that $530 card? You know, the 7900 GRE, and I'll post you a link. So we'll just save all the time right there. 7800 XT, $479. Get 2 selected game bundles with purchase for $479. 7800 XT, 16 gigabytes, guys. So if you're getting 2 games, okay, this is what I'm trying to understand. You get 2 games at $50 a piece. That's $100, right? So you get $100 worth of games, and you get the 7800 XT for $480. Take $100 off that you would spend for 2 games. That would be $380 for a 7800 XT, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Tell me that's not a deal. That's a good nightmare. That's not a bad one. That's a good one. And that's on Newegg. If you're going to be shopping on Newegg, you better take a look. This drops it down to $1,089. No. $50 off. Wow. 4080 Super, $50 off. That drops it to $1,020. Let's see. 6750, $299. Let's move on down the road, guys. In case we got any more deals. I'm going to show you all the deals. Yes, then 7900 XTX, 24 gigabyte, $80 off, guys. Okay, so you take $969 and you minus $80. That makes it $889. $889. I mean, wow. Wow. I'm going to take a picture for the boys. Over there on Discord. They ain't going to believe this. So, I'm going to take a picture for the boys over there on Discord. And I'm going to send it to Discordian. I'm going to take this extra minute and send it to the boys on Discord. So this way, they see everything. Guys, you need to check this out. Smoking deal. There we go. So, just to let you know, if you want to be a part of the conversation over there on Discord, let me know and I'll send you a link. Just say, hey, Jay, Discord me. Leave a comment down on the video. I'll Discord you. I'll send you a link. Not hard. That's if you want to become part of the discussion, you know, you want to be in the, you know, the heat of the moment, you know, those kind of things. Then that's what we're discussing is nothing but PCs over there at Discord. It's the fam channel. So if you want to be a part of that discussion, let me know. Just leave me a comment on this video. We'll hook you up. Moving on down the road. That's refurbished. That's a Founders Edition 3080. $500. 7900 XT. Alrighty. I bet you find more deals over there on Newegg, so let's move on over here to Micro Center. Let's see what they got cooking. 4060 Ti, 390. No. This is their department. If you look right here, this says 19 items available to ship. That means they can ship it to your door. We'll get to the other one in a moment. So if you're going to be going to Micro Center anytime soon, you know, be a good idea to get in on the deal. So, okay, let's see. Choose any 2 games. They got that same deal for the 7800 XT. They got that same deal right here for a 7700 XT. Choose any 2 games with the purchase of an AMD 7800. Whoa. Or 7800 XT or 7700 XT. Those we don't need to be looking at because those are business cards. Graphics cards. Okay. Now, 4070 Super, $600. We've seen it cheaper, guys. We've seen it cheaper. 4070, $549. We've seen it cheaper. Um, yeah, we seen this is all this is. I don't know why they do this. They put the prices higher than Amazon. Micro Center, we need to have a talk. I know you're trying to make money over there, but thing is this: when people can buy it off of Amazon cheaper than they can buy it from your store, then I know you're making money and everything, and everybody loves Micro Center. Hey, I love Micro Center too. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes down to it all, at the end of the day, everybody's looking to save $1, so that way they can put that into other parts. But also too with Micro Center, they're really good when it comes to open boxes and stuff like that, and they give you really good deals. So if you do shop at Micro Center, you can get an open box deal. If they got one, then they'll let you know. But if they don't, they don't. I bought everything mine brand new when I bought it from Micro Center. That was the Christmas build I did. Most of the parts came from Micro Center. Some of the parts came from Amazon, and we put it all together. It's like a 50-50 kind of thing, half on Micro Center, half on Amazon. So, moving on down the road. I really don't see that much. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just being too picky when it comes to the graphics cards and everything else. Maybe it is. Maybe that I see one that I like and I know, I just have to wait. I tell myself I have to wait because over the horizon, we might have a graphics card or two, maybe. This year, maybe, or maybe not. Might not be till 2025. We might get a paper launch for this year, for the rest of the year for graphics cards. We might not even see another graphics card until next year. A retail launch. We never know. But we do know is what we know. Let's get on down the road, guys. We're getting too far into seeing all what we're seeing here. $419, $420. So what I do is I'd say, okay, $420. Let me go back to my prices. And this is the 7700 XT. So 7700 XT they had on the market for $380. Okay. So with the games it kind of makes sense, because that would be like, if you got $100 worth of games, that would be like $320 compared to $380. So that's like a $50 difference, between the two. I know you guys say, well, don't include the games, Well, if you buy two $50 games, well, no, we'll wait to the end. You'll just have to wait and see what I got to say at the end. So we're getting close to it. And we're close to it as it is. So back to the main screen. And I'll give you my final conclusion. Okay, guys, listen up. There are some deals that are really good this week. Okay, I'm going to admit to this. There's a lot of really good deals this week. Prices did drop on some graphics card, not all. Some graphics card prices did drop. They got some game drops that they put on some graphics card this week. And come to the game drops, when they give you 2 free games and you can choose any game you want. Hopefully that's how they work it. And hopefully, let's say you pick out Cyberpunk 2077. They let you get Cyberpunk 2077 and another game, and I'm sure you guys will be picking out them high dollar games. So, picking out Cyberpunk and another game, it'd probably equal up to $200. And you get a $400 GPU, $420 GPU, that's now a $220 GPU. Because you bought 2 games, $200 worth of games for free. So always look at it that way. So when you break down the cost of your GPUs, if you get a game, 2 games in a bundle, and they let you choose any game you want on Steam, you can't beat that. Seriously. It's like a kid in a candy store at that point. So you get a GPU at half the price, because some people know that some people won't buy the games. I know that. Some people will. So the ones that do buy the games, they get the deal. So the games that they don't have, and they cost like $50 to $100, and they allow you to pick those games, believe it or not, that's the money you save. And now what you paid on that GPU, you would have put into the game. So basically, you get a GPU at half the price. It depends on what games you pick. You get a $50 game, you get a $100 game, depends on what you want. I'm just saying. Me, I look at it that way because when you break down the cost of it and say you're going to buy the game anyway, you break down the cost of it, you can get your GPU at half price. And you just don't realize it. So, you're saving yourself money when it comes to those bundle deals. You know, you're saving yourself some money right there. But since we got all the way to that, like I said, there's some great deals out there. You guys might want to take a long, hard look and go through all the pages on Amazon, go through all the pages on Newegg, and go through all the pages on Micro Center. I know I only went through some of the pages, but now you can see why I do that. Because I'm always looking for the promo bundles and all that, you know, something that's going to give you a benefit. So, but we did make it to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if this is your first time here, subscribe, put a like on the video, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. You will know the next time I post the next video. So, and I want to say I apologize for not doing the video for the last few days. I kind of been feeling bad and, you know, not feeling well. And also, too, I had some things come up in the midst of all that. And my week's just been a really messy week. So, I do apologize to you guys. I'm trying to get back on the horse and get you them videos. So, but we got a lot of videos going to be coming up soon. I mean, a lot of videos. So, and don't forget about the stream, 5 p.m. tomorrow. 5 p.m. tomorrow. Live stream right here on the channel. We do it every week. So, don't miss out and, you know, be a part of the discussion. Join in. Have some fun with us. But anyway, till the next time in the next video, you know who this is, and we'll see you on the next one.